Yo, 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 Big Kish back up in here. I finally heard some more of the Carter 6 album. See, y'all don't get Wayne. Y'all don't understand what he's doing. Y'all don't even get it. Y'all do not understand what he just did. What he did is he just fucked up. He just fucked up real bad. He just fucked up. He just fucked up. Yeah. He messed up. That's what he did. That's what he did. We got Fantastic Hip Hop giving us the breakdown of what he feel about the Lil Wayne Carter 6 album. Because everybody's complaining about it. You know what I'm saying? I went over, I listened to a little bit more. I believe he's saying the N-word too much. He's saying the N-word way too much. Before we get into that, y'all make sure y'all pick y'all up a copy of Street Dad, Geek Dad, Avoiding the Manufactured Mindset, written by me, Big Kish. The link will be in the description. I appreciate y'all a whole lot for your support. Yeah. Y'all know I'm like holding y'all. Without further ado, let's get it.
Now, when it comes to Lil Wayne and the release of one of the most anticipated rap records in quite a while with the Carter 6. Well, if you are ready to find out everything that has happened now with the release of Lil Wayne's first record in 5 years, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. It helps me out a ton, and all of hip-hop needs to see everything that Wayne's latest album is affecting and showing us, because really, after years of hype and in an era in hip-hop we're leading up to this, Wayne has been more prevalent in rap discussions than he has been in years, all because of the Kendrick and Drake beef, and then Kendrick Lamar getting the Super Bowl in New Orleans, which of course Wayne felt like he deserved and made that very clear. Well, with all
damn, Wayne about to go viral for being trash. Dang.
all of this, Wayne has never had a bigger stage to answer to everything that has went on with him, and then in response to Kendrick and Drake after all, and also prove once and for all that maybe he deserved that Super Bowl and he really is the monster that he said he still was in the rap game, and now with the Carter 6. Well, despite all the expectations and everything people had going into this thing, what is so clear now is that when the stakes have never been higher and people have been waiting to see what not getting the Super Bowl did to Wayne, and maybe even wherever him and Drake's relationship is at as a whole, Wayne did show us something, and it's bad, as from showing where he is at as a rapper, where he holds up in today's game, and who he is cool with. Well, in between weird rock covers and some of the strangest songs and features that you have ever heard alongside Wayne. Whether he realized it or not, he told us every single thing we need to know about this, all through the most recent display of who he is as an MC. And now, before we get any further into this and talk about everything that is making this Carter 6 album just dominate the conversation in hip-hop for better and for worse, make sure to leave that like and subscribe if you have not already. And now, with that said, well, when it comes to
let's get this video to 1,000 likes. Please hit the like button, y'all. It helps me out a ton.
the Carter 6. Really, with every single thing about this record, with how people are feeling, to what it is showing about where Wayne stands with so many major players in the rap game. Well, there's no other way to say it, but the best word to describe this record has been messy, as ever since the AI Slob trailer that was made where they were trying to copy Wayne, recreating his album covers just like Jay-Z did, but the difference was Jay was real there and this was all fake.
Oh, I noticed that he got that from Jay, but I didn't know that his Wayne. Well, I thought Jay's was fake too. So Jay-Z's transition from his albums was real. Wow, that's fire. But for him to copy, like, well, I mean, Jay-Z is Lil Wayne's GOAT.
Like Jay-Z did, but the difference was Jay was real there and this was all fake and lame. Things have just gotten more out of control from here, and now the first thing that the Carter 6 has showed us, and now we can start to see, is pretty definitively showing where one of the most iconic duos in rap now stands with one another, is the fact that despite lame old Drake never needing his mentor more, and it really never made more sense to have the guy who represents the 6 on the 6th installment of the Carter series be here. Well, once again, we have seen Wayne and Drake just nowhere to be found when it comes to standing next to one another in this time and just showing any support for the other person within their own crash outs, which seem to be all from the same guy in none other than Kendrick Lamar in the first place. And with this, Wayne has not sent a...
That's the way they be showing each other support, by wearing owl chains and all that. I still haven't seen Drake come out and say nothing about Wayne. They got something going on between them. They definitely got a beef or something going on between them. I don't care how many owl chains Lil Wayne and owl sweaters he wear. I don't care.
A message to the rest of hip hop that he is still standing with the guy who he brought into the rap game. And now with rumors coming out that both Drake and Nicki were going to join Wayne on this record, and DJ Academics was acting like something big was going to happen as Ack said hi Kendrick and was thinking that Drake and Wayne were going to diss Kendrick together or something along those lines. Well, really, this just seemed to be a fake report or a last-ditch effort to maybe get Wayne to team up with Drake.
Ack thought they was about to pop out. Ack thought they was about to pop out. No, sir. Boy, that thing is straight garbage, boy. Wordy's bond.
And now what we have seen with the feature-filled Carter 6 album not having a single verse or mention of Drake or anything like it. Well, again, when we talk about messy, which is really going to be the story, theme, and overall the legacy that this album ends up leaving, if anything, what was possibly going on with Wayne's team and the people who were covering this album that big publications like Rolling Stone and Sports Illustrated got the idea that Drake and Nicki were going to be on this thing, and it made them say this in these big publications, which do generally try to be as credible as they can. And now, while Drake and Nicki didn't end up on this record, and really, the dilemma around Drake and Wayne specifically is a conversation for another day, really, we can't even think about what's going on with them right now, because with the rest of the Carter 6, the story of Crash Outs did not end there with a possible Drake feature that was cut, because on the rest of the entire LP, it gets weird, because if we remember, well, a lot of the rollout and hype for the Carter 6, which did include a collab that dropped around the Super Bowl with a major trailer within a commercial, well, with that, Wayne was so clearly trying to use everything that has happened in his career and the moment specifically with Kendrick Lamar in the Super Bowl to try and make this record a bigger event and even use it as motivation to show everybody more than ever the best version of himself that he possibly could have. But with this,
fantastic hip hop, he sound like he under the weather too. I don't know, maybe it's a bug going around, y'all. What y'all think? If you're under the weather right now, drop it in the comment section if you're under the weather right now.
And really, this is where beyond the rollout and presentation of the album and even the stuff with Drake and Nicki, things just get messy with the Carter 6 to new levels that were even hard to predict. With Wayne trying to use this album as a showcase to everybody that he could have played the Super Bowl and that he is the legend that can do anything. Well, with what Lil Wayne showed on this album is really that when it comes to the conversations between him and Kendrick Lamar on any level, there is no debate and no conversation of who deserved the Super Bowl more and who should have gotten it, because on this stage and with the creative outlet where things have mattered most, and Wayne could have created a conversation that would have at least maybe made people question if he should have had the halftime show in the first place. Well, with Wayne's performance on this record that he has hyped up for so long, it just feels so lazy, dull, confusing, and uninspired. And really what Lil Wayne has proved through all of this is that he and Kendrick Lamar can never be compared in any capacity because they are just in two different leagues, and no matter how you want to put it. From the professionalism that the face of music needs today in any genre to the level of showmanship and song quality, Wayne is missing everything here aside from...
Who y'all think are winning the game of 21? Kendrick Lamar or Lil Wayne? Who y'all got?
From a few tracks on the Carter 6, like Welcome to the Carter, which really shocked us as the rest of the record was so bad after showing that it was maybe going to be decent. And so really with this, everything on this record just feels so unprofessional and random, and really does feel like it was made by a guy who just threw Lil Wayne songs together as opposed to the rapper who made numbers 1 through 5 in the series himself. And really, as the rollout consisted of making pages post things to try and build up hype for this thing that was not there. And then, of course, we got that.
Oh, that's why he had to use AI, because he don't look like that no more. You know, Jay-Z still look the same a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Lil Wayne, he ain't got none of this. He ain't got the hair and all that. That's why he had to use AI.
A fake slop trailer that they used to try and recreate Jay-Z's album recreation trailer, but just make the version of it at home. And even on top of that, with the cover that was near fan art, overall everything about the Carter 6 was a mess going into it, and now walking out of the record, everything really is more baffling than ever, because both in terms of just making every single rap fan question the web of who Wayne stands with and if he and Drake are even speaking at this point on any terms, to the music itself, which put Ave Maria over trap drums, which I can't even begin to describe how that isn't even one of the worst things on this entire record, and that should tell you everything about how bad it is. Well, really, right now, what is being seen with Lil Wayne is just straight disappointment all around, as Drake hides out and waits to see where they stand, and Kendrick Lamar is making people regret the very idea of them saying that Wayne ever deserved a halftime show over him, and really with Lil Wayne's entire Carter 6 record. You can't expect people to be responding to what they are hearing and liking it, because with Lil Wayne to not drop for 5 years, go through everything he did with the industry and even the beef itself, and then for him to literally say nothing and then just rap meaninglessly while he collabs with artists as bad as MGK and Kodak, this record is being looked at now as one of the most disappointing blockbuster rap albums ever, and may go down as one of the most disappointing records that has been released within a series like this, because really,
Man, he would have had a better chance of putting Ice JJ Fish on it. At least it would have got a wow moment. Like everybody be like, oh, Ice JJ Fish. You know what I'm saying?
with the first 5 Carter albums, while of course some of them have flaws and they were not perfect, they were all generally exciting, entertaining, and most importantly, and what's missing here, passionate and purposeful records. But now, well, after listening to an album where you have to hear Ave Maria over 808s, random elephant noises at the most inopportune times, auto-crooning to the max with the worst mixing and sound design possible, and then attempts at being a rock star again like this is Rebirth Wayne, it has left everybody feeling one thing and one thing only, which is that people are just over Wayne after showing that he can't competently make music in this day and age, because really, it's not that this album is just missing one thing or it's off in small areas, but it's that the whole record is genuinely atrocious from the most fundamental levels and has songs that just fail on every single level, from the structure to the hook to the verses to the features, which really in the feature department, aside from a Big Sean and 2 Chainz verse, are not just bad, but they are atrocious. And to see Wayne reach a point in his career where this is the album he dropped, which literally is just trying to sample classic rock songs half the time and just ruins them more than ever, and they are really so bad that it seems like parody sometimes, like with the song where Wayne made his own version of Weezer's Island in the Sand, for example. Really, with all of this record becomes the exact reason why a lot of older rappers say to hang it up and stop rapping, because really now,
Nah, I think Andre, I guess I'm assuming that he's talking about Andre 3000, how he be saying, look, man, I ain't, I'm not motivated to do this. Andre 3000, he could come out and do something. I know he could. What Wayne got going on, I believe it's a personal financial issue. That he don't have the financial backing that he need. He's not able to pay these ghostwriters like they need to be paid. He ain't able to pay these producers that had that top-notch production. Because them elephant sounds, man, just sound like he just went in one of his kids' closet and was like, look, put this toy in the studio. We're going to record the noise from these toys, and that's going to be my beat. That's what it sounded like he did, man.
Wayne has ended this era in his career, humiliating his legacy and one of the most important series of albums of all time, because really he has shown that this entire sympathy run that he got with all the fake outrage over the Super Bowl was really worth nothing, because he literally never cared less to make a decent musical experience than with what we have just seen from him here. And to be honest, with how quiet the rap world has been about this record so far, after we saw everyone whine about him not getting the Super Bowl over Kendrick Lamar, well, the world of rappers just finds more ways to embarrass themselves as a collective, because we are once again just seeing all of the clown MCs who tried to take away Kendrick Lamar's moment just show that they stand for absolutely nothing aside from being jealous of him. And so with this for Lil Wayne, really at the end of the day, this is all falling back on him, and the narratives that are surrounding him have never been worse because of the route he chose with this thing, and after building up the hype and expectations that he tried to, well, for Lil Wayne, it's looking like everybody just wants him to hang.
Yeah, I think he probably let Lil Twist of one of them write that shit. Your Lil Twist probably
with this thing, and after building up the hype and expectations that he tried to, well, for Lil Wayne, it's looking like everybody just wants him to hang it up, because no matter what the impact of what he has shown here with both Kendrick and Drake is, he has nothing left to say or offer clearly. And now when a rapper of this magnitude reaches this point, there is no other way to put it. He is just going out sad, and now what we can say with certainty, and the one definitive statement that I will walk away from the entire Carter 6 with, is that no matter what you do, never try to compare Wayne to Kendrick Lamar ever again. Yeah. And so now with all this said, let me know.
Yeah, all that don't wake the sleeping giant type talk, it's not, that's definitely ain't gonna work with this. Remember he was talking about some, let me sleep, let me do me. That was your best bet to go on that Skip Bayless show and apologize, whatever you did. Talking about, I called Kendrick Lamar, we spoke to each other and all that. Man, bro, your best bet was to do something with Mona Lisa, come out and, I don't know what these rap artists, they don't listen to the fans. That's the problem. You're not listening to what the fans want. You don't understand what the fans want. He definitely don't want this. I guess he crossing over to a different genre of music and he's really not hip hop no more. and he's trying to copy Andre 3000 and go and do something as far as, I guess Andre 3000 gonna do the flute. Lil Wayne, he gonna do something else with elephants. This is y'all let me know what y'all think, man. This is crazy. Big Cash signing out. I'm going, y'all.